What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Riva. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. It does not matter how you feel about this video. We all want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video.
Exactly what you asked him to do. He came home from work. He fed the kids. You helped with homework. He gave one kid a bath. You gave the other a bath. He helped you clean up the kitchen. And he ran your bath water. Now, he did all that. And you still weren't satisfied. Baby, how do you think that made him feel? And before you say something like, but he didn't even, or, well, he could have just, I want you to think about this. Suppose you came home from work, and regardless of how tired you were, you made sure you cooked that man dinner, gave him some good love, and you went to bed at 11 p.m. and you had to get up at 3 a.m. because you knew how much your man needed you. What if he said you could have made biscuits instead of cornbread? Well, if he was a little annoyed because you didn't get in bed quick enough for him, you would have felt unappreciated at the very least. All I'm saying is it's time to appreciate him for the things that he is doing and stop focusing on the things that he's not doing exactly how you want him to do it.
I love this video. When I saw this, I instantly thought of everybody, and I was like, you know what? I want to just, give my feedback on this video. First of all, as you guys can even see by the title, like, if we lived in a world where men treated women the way that women treat men, can you imagine the chaos that will be going on because of women not being able to uh, deal deal with it, and deal with the pressure that comes with it. Um, and I think that this is such a vital video and such a vital conversation for so many different reasons. And one of the main reasons I feel that it's so vital is because this is one of the main things that I think is lacking in relationships, and it's being able to put yourself in that other person's shoes and being able to understand the other person's feelings, pain, and what they're going through in daily life. So many women come on and they just complain about what their husband, you guys saw that reaction video I did where that woman was saying you know, what she thinks is necessary and what's not necessary, and what a husband should expect and what he shouldn't expect, and blah blah blah, all of these things. And at the end of the day, like, that's still a person he's still coming from work dealing with whatever it is that he's dealing with. And if he comes home and the only things that he's hearing constantly is you complaining, comparing him to somebody else, telling him what he at least could have done, could have this, could have that, he's going to spend more time somewhere else. Okay? Because nobody wants to hear that. And obviously, and also, especially from your partner, nobody wants to be like literally like bombarded all the time with only negativity. Like, no upliftment, no encouragement, no love, no compassion. It's always telling him what he could do and could not do, like he's not good enough for you. Well, I have some news. What you're going to complain about, somebody won't. What you think is too much for you to do, another woman will. And then, women complain and they have all of these things to say about what their man doesn't do, and he don't do this, and he ain't this, and he ain't that. And then when they're ready to hit the door, when they peace out on you, then it's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that he did this. I'm so heartbroken. Like, how could you? And how could you? But you weren't satisfied. So what's the problem? Like, but you said you didn't want him. You said he wasn't this. He wasn't. He was Tony Braxton. He wasn't man enough for you, right? All of this because when he's with you, but then as soon as he walks away, you realize, wow, like, nobody put up with me the way. And it shouldn't even have to be a put up with. It shouldn't even have to be a put up with. Okay, because that means that the other person in the relationship is enduring. But oh wow, like, he was such a good father, he was such a good man, he accepted me for this, he accepted me for that. Like, why was I so hard on them? And some women, the harsh part is that some women never even figure that out. I'm just gonna play it again because I wanted to say one more thing also.
Exactly what you asked him to do. He came home from work. He fed the kids. You helped with homework. He gave one kid a bath. You gave the other a bath. He helped you clean up the kitchen. And he ran your bath water. Now, he did all that. And you still weren't satisfied.
When she says he did all that and you still weren't satisfied, I think this is a deeper conversation as well. because a lot of women just cannot be satisfied. And that's just bottom line. Like, they can't. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if they literally give you a blueprint of everything that you want and you do everything. They're going to find something in there to say that you did that wrong. And I genuinely feel like that happens for a multitude of reasons. One reason is that woman genuinely doesn't feel like she's worthy of love, or she's worthy of, somebody doing all of these things for her. Another reason is she just miserable as hell. Okay? Some women are just miserable as hell. Like, there's nothing that you can do to please them. They have their own issues that they need to work out. They need to go to therapy. They need to talk to somebody to figure out what's wrong with you. Like, you don't get along with your mom, your daddy, your this, your that. Nobody, because something is wrong with you. Like, okay. And another reason is they just been walking all over this person, right? They've been walking all over this person from they got into the relationship. Happy wife, happy life has been the motto for him and her, and she's gotten ahead of herself to when she just looks at him like another one of the quote unquote children, right? You ever heard like a woman say like, "Oh yeah, I got 4 kids," but it's really she has 3, and she's saying that her husband is one of them. So there's so many different facets as to why this happens, but I think that it's necessary to address those situations when it does occur. And you have to find out who your spouse is. Is it somebody that needs help? Is it somebody that's going through something, or is it generally just somebody that's miserable as hell? Like, because in relationships, either party should not be enduring. They should be enjoying each other. They should be enjoying the experience of growing and learning with each other, loving each other, not literally like sitting there like, oh gosh, here we go. Your home should be a safe haven for you. I always say it. The world is hard enough. Work is hard enough. When you get home, there should be a sense of peace and clarity when you are home with your partner, not war.
Baby, how do you think that made him feel? And before you say something like, but he didn't even, or, well, he could have just, I want you to think about this. Suppose you came home from work, and regardless of how tired you were, you made sure you cooked that man dinner, gave him some good love, and you went to bed at 11 p.m. and you had to get up at 3 a.m. because you knew how much your man needed you. What if he said you could have made biscuits instead of cornbread? Well, if he was a little annoyed because you didn't get in bed quick enough for him, you would have felt unappreciated at the very least. All I'm saying is it's time to appreciate him for the things that he is doing and stop focusing on the things that he's not doing exactly how you want him to do it.
Because sometimes you have your own OCD, okay? You have your own, uh, you're kind of neurotic in certain ways, and that's a you problem, Like, there's some people, right? I'm a very clean person, okay? I'm a very clean person. And the thing is, when it comes to my home, I'm going to do the cleaning, okay? And it's not that, it doesn't mean it's because anybody else can't. It's just because I'm going to do it because I know that I'm just a certain way mentally, right? Like, I am a little bit OCD. I'm a little bit like of that person that like, okay, I'm cleaning the same spot 10 times, because I didn't wipe it a certain way. Like, I'm very like that. But in being like that, like, you have to know your strengths and you have to know your weaknesses, being that woman that's like, okay, I know my strengths. I know that I need to clean. I need to be in charge of this. I need to stop delegating things and giving things away when I know that at the end of the day, I wanted to do it anyway. But then I still wanted to complain about the fact that I wanted to do it. No, like, take that ownership and you do it. Give that person's breathing space. There's so many women who are also in relationships and they are trying to replicate themselves with their man. They want their man to be them, but that's not what you fell in love with. You fell in love with who that person was. But as the years have gone on and maybe you gotten a little bit more comfortable, you want this person to morph into you. But that's not what's going to make the relationship work because it's 2 different people coming together, not one person. Because if that's the case, if you want this person to be just like you should just be by yourself. Okay? Especially if you the miserable person that we're talking about that can't be pleased. Anyway. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Generally want to hear what you guys' thoughts are, feelings are, opinions are. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. And again, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.